Hi students, welcome back to the Google Classroom of Plus One Statistics. Chapter 2, Collection of Data. Children, in the previous class, you have learnt about the key terms of this chapter and the sources of data. Today, we will discuss an important topic, how do we collect the data? How do we collect the data? Do you know how a manufacturer decides about a product? Or how a political party decides about a candidate? Yes, they conduct a survey by asking questions about a particular product or candidate from a large group of people. So, what do you mean by survey? Survey is a method of gathering information from individuals. Once more, survey is a method of gathering information from individuals. The surveys are done to describe some characteristics like price, quality, usefulness, and popularity, etc. So, what is the purpose of survey? The purpose of the survey is to collect data or gathering information from individuals. On the basis of area covered, there are two methods of survey. What are they? Census survey and sample survey. For the census survey, we take a large number of people. But sample survey, the population is very small compared to the census. So this is a diagrammatical representation of this census and sample. Census, this much area is covered by census. Then what about the sample? Only this small area is covered by a sample. Okay. Then what do you mean by census or complete enumeration? A survey which includes every element of the population. It covers every individual unit in the entire population. The examples includes Census of India, which is carried out every 10 years. So the Census of India is carried out every 10 years. These surveys are carried for demographic data on birth, death, literacy. Then what are the advantages and disadvantages of this census? First, the results are absolutely correct, accurate and reliable. That is the first advantages of this census. Results are absolutely correct, accurate and reliable. Then less chances of biasness. Biasness means errors. Less chances of getting error. Then next one, data related to each element is collected. So each and every element is collected by every population, every element of the population. Then disadvantages. A lot of time because it covers the entire population of the country. So it takes a lot of time. Then energy and money is required to collect data. So for the census of India, the Indian government spent a lot of time, energy and money to collect the required data from this population, entire population. Then next one, suitable for certain specific cases. This census is suitable for certain specific cases. Then large number of enumerators are required for collecting data. So this data collection is a time consuming process, energy consuming process and money consuming process, and it requires a large number of enumerators for the collection of data. Next one is sample survey. In this, a sample from the population is surveyed. The first step is selecting a sample to identify the population. Then select a representative sample as it is difficult to study entire population. So sample survey In this sample survey, we have to take a sample from the population and it is surveyed. Then what are the examples of the sample survey? Population, research, etc. Then what are the advantages and disadvantages of this sample survey? First one, economical, as only some units are studied. So it is very economical process. Then not time consuming, because the area of sample is very small, or the units of sample is very small compared to the population. Then less efforts are required as small portion is studied. Then what are the disadvantages? Only partial investigation of the universe. Then not easy to select a sample which represent the whole population. So it is a difficult process to select a sample from the whole population. Then it is complicated process and it is very difficult. These are the advantages and disadvantages of sample survey. Our next topic is preparation of instrument. First one, questionnaire. The most common type of instrument used in surveys for collecting primary data is questionnaire. So this questionnaire is the most common type of instrument used in surveys for collecting primary data. We have two sources of data, primary data and secondary data. Then while preparing the same, the following points are kept in your mind. It should not be too long. The questions should not be too long. The series of questions should move from general to specific. So we have to follow this regulation. The series of questions should move from general to specific. The questions should be precise and clear. Precise means short. The questions should be precise and clear. The questions should not be ambiguous, not vague. Then the questions should not use double negatives. The question should not be a leading question. The question should not indicate alternatives to the answer. So these are the main points while preparing the questionnaire. You have to keep in mind while preparing the questionnaire. So children, we will study more about this questionnaire in the next class. So let us conclude today's class by revising all the concepts. First, we studied survey. Survey is a method of gathering information from individuals. Then the purpose of the survey is to collect data. Then on the basis of the area covered, there are two methods of survey: census survey and sample survey. Then census survey includes every element of the population. Then sample survey. In this, a sample from the population is surveyed. Then the most common type of instrument used in surveys for collecting primary data is questionnaire. Okay. So children, please note that the corresponding URL, notes of the lesson and test paper are also attached along with this video. Make use of all these available resources, study well and attend the test paper without fail. Thank you.